Let's have a little chat about growing older. Question: is growing older fun? Answer: it can be. If you got a sense of humor, you'll grow old and you'll just laugh right on through to the grave. Because you do the dumbest things. Your memory gets bad. They say Alzheimer and all this stuff. Your memory just goes to hell as you get older naturally. I don't think there's a damn thing you can do about it. But yeah, for example, let me give you some examples. One, you go get in your car and you don't have your keys. Not a problem. You come back to the front door is locked. So you don't have your keys and the front door is locked. But because you're smart, you have a hidden key somewhere if you can just remember where it is. I mean, then you finally find your hidden key and you get inside and you forget why you came inside anyway. What was I looking for? Then the light goes off and you get your keys and you get in your car and you go down the highway. And then you think, oh my God, I forgot my smartphone. You can't go anywhere without your smartphone. Then you realize you got it in your hand, okay? No, life, guys, growing older it's a lot of fun. And again, if you have a sense of humor, what else? Well, your health is, it doesn't get better. All of a sudden those little joints start to wear out. It doesn't mean you're gonna have some pains that you didn't have earlier in your life, I guarantee you, little aches and pains and things. And when you get up, if you squat down on the floor like you see the Vietnamese or Asians squat down, in that squat they get in, if you get in that squat, most of you, you're not going to get out of it. No, they'll find your body petrified in that position a few years later. No, there's all kinds of things, man. As far as these are things that I've noticed, and I've done them all, man. I found my sunglasses in the refrigerator. How did they get there? Well, the only thing I could figure out is I was reaching for a beer, which I just doing right here. Mm. But I reached in the refrigerator to get one, and the phone rang. Had my sunglasses on because I was fixing to go outside. So I took my sunglasses off and laid them in the refrigerator, shut the door, and then later on I couldn't find them after the conversation was ended. So those are just a few of the things. What else? Yeah, forgetfulness is probably right at the top of the list. Short-term memory goes out the window almost. And what else? As far as health, that's all totally contingent upon you and what you've done and haven't done in your life. But for men, and I think women too, whenever you got to pee, you got to pee. You know what I mean? It's not like it is when you were 20 years old and you say, well, I'll just hold it till we get to the next town 2 hours away. That ain't going to happen. No, 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 no. In Asia, they sell more adult diapers than they do children's diapers. And in the U.S., they sell a hell of a lot of them too. I'm not there yet, but I know some people that are. Do I blame them? Whatever it takes to make your life more enjoyable, do it. For example, your balance, you know what I mean? Is not as good. I know mine's not as good as it was 10 years ago. I still motivate good, but if I step on a rock the wrong way, I have a hard. I'm slower catching my balance than I was years ago. Like if in the 60s, it's like that, 70s, on down you go. So your balance begins to go a little bit. And that's why people use the walkers. You see people with walkers with chairs on them and stuff. That's why, because the balance is going. And I know a lot of younger people make fun of them by saying, God, look at that old timer over there. He can't hardly get around. Well, what they don't realize is one day that's going to be them if they live long enough, if they're lucky enough to live that long. As far as diet, yeah, you're going to find out there's some things that you don't tolerate as much as you did when you were 20 years younger, you know. Can I give examples? Well, habanero peppers probably won't do you any good. Jalapenos, depending if they're mild, you can probably get by all right. And but highly seasoned food, it depends on what you're used to. But yeah, you may have to hit the lid. You may have to find the nearest restroom, and I mean the one 10 feet from you. You know, it just depends. And then as far as other issues, sleeping, I have no problem sleeping. I've heard of some older people that don't sleep well at night. I sleep well and I have good dreams, and I'll be 80 this year. My birthday will be 80. I'm in my 80th year already. But but yeah, as far as anything else, but it's just funny. Again, you just have to have a sense of humor, and yeah, you just have to think to yourself, "I can't believe I did that." Or I'll tell you another one. Whenever you reach out to pick up a glass of water, in your mind, your hand is headed right for the glass, and it should pick it up and take it to your mouth like this. But have I ever reached over and knocked a glass over? Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, just about that. I was just about this much off. You know what I mean? Just about that much. I was just a little low, and I just knocked it over. Or have I ever picked anything up and it slip out of my hand? Oh, yeah, that happens. Yes, yes, that happens. Have I ever started to put oatmeal in my bowl for my breakfast and dropped the oatmeal on the floor, the whole container? Yes, yeah, I've done that. Yeah, not often. I mean, it's not something I do every day, but every now and then, you're going to do some dumb stuff. And when you do it, don't just get mad at yourself. Forget that crap. Laugh. Ha ha ha. Oh God, isn't this funny? Look at the mess I made. Ho ho ho. And then get the crap, clean it up, and go on to your day because oh hell, I'll tell you what I did one day. I've got they serve large drinks at places in styrofoam cups. Genius. The styrofoam keeps the stuff cool or whatever. Works great. However, if you get a 44-ounce container full of any liquid on this earth, it's heavy. So you kind of have to squeeze the container a little bit to pick it up. You know what I mean? I've had my thumb go right through the side of one, all right? And the crap just come out all over me while I'm driving, okay? There's nothing you can do when you're driving 60 miles an hour down a highway. You got to hang onto the car till you can pull over and get the mess cleaned up and clean your body up. It looks like, never mind, it doesn't look good. But yeah, those are just some of the things. I just thought I'd mention them. It's that kind of day today. Did I have a cat kicking day? I won't tell you what that is, but basically it means you start off with a little bump and they just don't seem to go away. Well, I'll tell you one. I got a package from uh, Amazon, but unfortunately, it was delivered to the neighbor. I didn't know it. I mean, I got up in the morning and I checked. I hear that ringing. That's this thing right here. That ringing noise. That's this thing. I'll put it down here. But anyway, it showed my package had been delivered yesterday at 4:30 p.m. Well, I looked all around. I couldn't find anything. So I went all the way to the street, back on both sides, on the patio around. Wasn't there. I thought, well, hell, they didn't deliver it. So I called Amazon, and you don't get to talk to a human. You get to talk to this AI stuff. And the human or the art AI says that, I mean, I explained that the package showed delivered, but it wasn't here yet. And the AI says, well, it shows delivered for up to 40 for up to 48 hours in advance. How do you deliver something in advance? I mean, you know what I mean? Yo, but it said it was a UPS, and it's Amazon thing said it shows delivered up to 48 hours in advance. So wait till Monday and call them back. Well, better than that, I went on UPS website and keyed in the number, tracking number, and I got to look at it, and it said, it had a picture of where it was put. So I looked at it and I thought, that's not my porch. I wonder whose porch it is. So anyhow, I walked across the street. There's a house that's for sale. There's nobody living there. And I thought, well, maybe they put it there. Sure enough, there it was right by the door with my name on it. So anyway, if they had security cameras, and there I am picking up the package. But again, it was mine, and I can prove it. So enough said about that. So guys, growing older can be fun. Life can be damn enjoyable if you have a sense of humor. If you're very critical and very hard on yourself, you're going to die a slow, miserable death. So put a mile on a mile. Now see, that's what you call a slip up. No, when you put it's not a mile. You put an S in front of that. It's a smile. Put a smile on your face and enjoy your life. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link. Drink plenty of water. Stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. And when you make one of those mistakes, laugh it off. Adios, guys. Bye-bye.